I think they're kind of cool. I think the ironclad, not so bad. Weird choices here. Very weird choices here. I mean, I'm a gamer, so I just click remove. Remove is weird on Clad. Like, you want strikes removed by the end of the run, right? By the end of the run, in most ironclad runs, you really want your strikes out. They don't benefit from strength as much as your other cards, and they don't block in if you're going in any kind of barricade direction. They don't exhaust from second wind if you're trying to exhaust your deck down. They are bad cards. They also don't exhaust from corruption if you're trying to exhaust your deck down. Same idea in both of those situations. However, Perfected Strike in Act 1 is an excellent card. And making one of the commons less good is not great. We're going into Guardian, so striker moves have even more value than normal. Like, I really don't think it's that bad. I mean, let's compare it to the other options. Is there a snipe? There's technically a snipe here. No video. Weird. You literally linked a video. Enjoyers. I think it's just fat remove, and I'm gonna find a Sundial on Act 1 like I always do, so it's not a problem. What Remove a Strike also does is it just lets me not feel as bad about taking like one more damage common in Act 1. Because that's what I often find on Ironclad is I take like 2 or 3 damage commons and then just end there unless you get an exceptional damage card. Like you take a Sword Boomerang, maybe. But I'd rather say like Cleave or even like a Cleave is what I'm saying. Perfected Strike, take 2 of those-ish. Something. House Swap on Clad? It's bad. Bad on both. Ironclad, this relic is ridiculous. I don't think you can underestimate this relic. Giving you 6 HP every single fight. Silent Swap is probably better in the early game. Silent likes Silent struggles with Bag of Prep later in the run though. Like the Bag of Prep doesn't do that much early on. And you know what does do a lot early on? Oops. Hello, Crash. Very cool. But yeah, Ironclad benefits from 4 energy, but if you don't get an energy swap on Ironclad, you basically lose the run. It's very, very bad. An energy swap, I mean, a good lave, a good lave and a good P box, of course, are in there too. Yeah, Leprechaun Ninja, I think that track just didn't play. I don't know why. It just skipped over it. It just skipped right over it. Some songs on YouTube like can't be embed and then they don't work. So that could be what happened. All right. Well, I'm gonna remove this strike. Like it's pretty good. The options were rather mediocre. This left path into 2 late elites is actually really attractive. right? Like, I could go right into 2 elites, but that's, like, actually just, like, probably worse than this path. Right? Having more time, like, just as many campfires overall, having more time to find answers to the elites and a relic before them. And getting the super elite out of the way is all of those are good things. And, like, I do have a choice here of 4 fights, 5 fights before this elite. Let's just do the 4, I think. If we get, like, a fight here, we could even consider going here. But I'm pretty happy. And watch, we're gonna get a Perfected Strike here, of course. Like, look at Ironclad. I still only drew 1 defend after I removed the strike. Which is fine. I mean, you don't expect to do that much better on that turn. Look at this garbage. Look at this freaking garbage. Freakingly garbage. What a nonsense. Of course. Of course. Of course, of course, of course, of course. This is exactly how to get owned by the game. Remove a strike, and then this happens. Just 16 damage. 2 energy. Then upgrades to 21. So mediocre. Ever skip? Yeah. I mean, 16 for 2 is barely better than 2 strikes. Yeah, maybe the nicest thing about the silent swapping is getting it out of the pool. But I mean, I haven't swapped on silent in a long time. I don't think it's so crazy. I mean, I see Rev swap on silent more often than I'd think, but I generally see him swap after like a bad loss, and I think he would admit that they're mostly tilt swaps. I think swapping, if you're on like, if you're going for streaks, then swapping on a low streak is a good strategy, because you swap into something good and you can just get a win. Right? I mean, if you're just going for winning any runs, like, swapping can never be that wrong. Because, like, you swap into P-Box and you win a run. You swap into Pyramid and you basically win a run. You swap into Snecko and if you live after Act 1, you probably win the run. So there's definitely, like, it's fine to swap. Like, it's totally fine to swap. And when I say, like, swapping is always bad on Ironclad, I don't mean it's, like, always that bad. Like, it's just bad on average, because this thing can save you through mediocre Act 1 so much. Swapping a choker? Swapping a choker is probably fine, but yeah, it closes off avenues of victory, right? Because then you kind of have to win with, like, blocking in with Nightmare most likely, or like Malaise, these big heavy cards. Blocking, I mean, like Nightmare Wraith form or just Wraith form would be a good way to block with choker. Damage would be like poison probably. But yeah, like burst and playing a ton of block cards is not like an open way to win anymore, and like, yeah, exactly. The best time to see choker is floor 1, because then you know, oh, don't take the cards that are bad with choker. Do you want to see things like leg sweep, predator, skewer, as far as physical damage goes, and then of course poison is pretty good with choker. But blocking in is always a little bit of a struggle with choker on silent. No, the Abacus or Sundial? Well, that's sick. On Ironclad or something? I mean, any character can do it. Any character can do it. A Choker Infinite? No, I have not. I have not. I'm gonna skip. Okay, this is looking a little monka. Nice skip. That's in my top 10 skips for sure. I'm gonna strike here. Oh, some Nightmare Vault thing? That would make sense. This will kill next turn. We need to find something here. Yeah. Any of these pickable, probably just take Headbutt. I need to see cards. Let's take a fight. Blue strike, defend, probably. Yeah, we could. If I see Tongs, like, if I see Tongs, I'm taking that pain. You better believe it. There's Anger. And like, after a few floors, I'm very happy that I removed those strikes. And having a Rupture in our deck does give us like a little bit of direction. Getting a fight here is decent. Not get weakened. Dual wield Rupture? Oh my god, dual wield Rupture. Shrug's okay. Evolve for Centuries is close to alright. We have a Power Potion, let's not think about that, no. Shrug is fine. Say we want to go in some sort of block direction, the Shrug's good. We have Anger in our deck that makes the Shrug a little bit better. Just a little bit. It's a decent Shrug, is what I'm saying here. Good in the Laga and Sentry's fight. Good enough in those fights for me to take. Our upgrade is probably Bash, or could just be Headbutt. Yeah. You could do Anger, Headbutt, Shrug. Like, you could do that thing, right? If we draw them all together. Make use out of that draw. Or just like Shrug in general with Headbutt. Like, say we get more energy in the future. Having Headbutt and Shrug in the same hand lets you Headbutt a card from your discard and then Shrug into it. Which is a decent thing. Having a little bit of draw in your deck along with Headbutt is a nice thing. Not like an overwhelmingly powerful thing, but it's a decent thing. It's not horrible. Bash is probably the best upgrade for Knob and for the boss. What's the best upgrade in all the fights is probably just Headbutt. You know, just a 3 damage upgrade. Yeah, Headbutt Trance. Well, of course, because Trance is just the draw you want to have in your deck. Trance or Offering is the front-loaded draw you want to have in your deck. It's good stuff. I think I just upgrade Headbutt for the 3 damage on it. It's a 5 damage upgrade if they're bone. Because of rounding. That makes it good. Interesting, interesting, interesting. You've been playing Spire recently, Byron. I don't believe you. You think draw's good? I don't know. Seems like you need energy for draw to be good. I don't know if this is worth it. Our upgrades are kind of bad. But I could see upgrade and then rest is not an unreasonable play. Or even... if we have full potions, let's go to the question mark. Okay, this is fine. Offering is too expensive for us to purchase. Good Instincts is an okay card. Body Slam, decent in this deck, actually. For the future, maybe? We could take Body Slam and force it. We have a Rupture Plus, because Shining Light hit Rupture, so I'd like to go in that direction if possible. I would buy Oddly Smooth Stone if I had 4 more. If I had 4 more gold, I'd buy Smooth Stone. Pretty good here. Yeah, Perspective Spoon for feed, / disarm, / impervious, / not medkit. Only things I'm looking at here are remove, shrug it off, good instincts. I'd love a brutality, right? Guardian? Yeah, it's Guardian. Even maybe Shrug Body Slam is not so bad. Then we have 2 Shrugs and a Body Slam that we can upgrade, and upgrade at least at one of these fires. It's not so bad. I'd rather do that stuff like after I see Knob, probably. Yeah, Shrug Body Slam makes sense, but I mean, this Rupture speaks for doing that kind of Rupture thing already in our deck, but we don't have any of that, do we? We don't have a Bloodletting, we don't have a Hemo, we don't have Combust, we don't have Bloodletting, or we don't have Brutality. You have none of those right now. Block Pot? True. It can turn Block Pot into a 12 block and a 12 damage card. Or potion. Definitely, I guess, it's not something to ignore, right? Block Pot, Body Slam in Logger or something is pretty sick. Sentries too, honestly. It's good in every elite. It's good in every elite. And I just, at this point, don't think that removes are really helping us that much. Just a Shrug? Well, I take another Shrug, and it's got potential. But again, it's a common guard. Like, it's weird, right? I would buy this other Shrug. I'm mostly saying it because we don't have other upgrades. So if you just consider this a Body Slam plus, that's pretty good, right? It's a 0 energy card that does a good amount of damage. And is able to do damage while you're blocking in, which is, I mean, we have 2 strikes removed already. It's not bad. But this rupture is great, right? Strength stuff would not be bad in this deck. I don't know. 6 gold or 4 gold. Even 4 gold would be nice here. Like Smoothstone. Smoothstone's great. Next fire is immediately. So I could do it before the elite, or I could rest before the elite. With double potion, you probably upgrade. Demon form, good for Laga. Demon form's good for Laga, but we already have better demon form in our deck, really. Like, I'm gonna not want a demon form in my deck by the end of this run. I need Combust or Brutality, and they're just better than demon form. They don't cost 3 energy. Demon form beats Guardian. Anything beats Guardian. I don't know. I just think that Body Slam block Ironclad is very, very consistent, because the way you build your deck when you do it is able to block in very well, and then the Body Slam allows you to do a lot of damage while you're blocking in. It's pretty good. But this is before elites, like... I just want to use my gold. Like... Yeah, I mean, I'll take the Rupture stuff if I see it. I'll take a Brutality if I see it. Combust, I'd have to think about. I will take a Brutality if I see it, because Brutality's good, right? Drawing 6 cards a turn after I play it is good with this Body Slam Shrug kind of deal. And then it also provides strength with the Rupture in our deck. So, like, I wouldn't say no to that. But relying on it is weird. Weird. Do it. Wait, we still have enough for a remove? Oh my god. I might remove a defend. Make sure that we don't die to Knob. Oxel? Well, now I'm definitely not taking a Combust. And definitely taking a Brutality. I am thinking about rest. Like, really, really thinking about rest here. Get the double potion. It can't be rest. Get the double potion. Dark Embrace, Fire Breathing, Demon Form. We're gonna get Body Slam next turn, right? But we have Puzzle, so yeah, we are going to get it. Puzzle is real good. I'll probably rest the next fire. Okay, I mean, the block potion saves 12 HP here. Can it do more, potentially, by doing, like... I mean, it does 12 damage and heals 12 HP. Could it do more? If I do 12 plus 15, we just get lethal here. Seems worthwhile to me. The Mega Iron Wave. I might have been wrong on if it was worth it there. But there's Iron Waves. Iron Wave technically goes with the Body Slam. It's a decent upgrade. I prefer to not have it in my deck, though. Any bludgers? Never. Maybe. Maybe. Probably never. Good for Knob, right? It's good with all the strike removes that we have. Good if we manage to take Snecko, which I don't think we do. This is probably just skip. And I'm gonna rest. Yeah. If we get some kind of sick split next turn, we will do it. Yeah, I think we anger and then headbutt strike and headbutt the A shrug. Because a shrug deals 8 damage and blocks for 8 next turn. Which is good. Okay, so I can do Body Slam and headbutt the Body Slam again. I could do headbutt and headbutt the shrug. There's a lot of different things I can do. Ooh, Art Ensemble of Chicago. Ooh. Namu Namu always gets the sickest stuff. Ooh. Look at those insane amount of requests. Is that actually, like... I don't see it on the quests. I hope it shows up. Okay, Body Slam. So we can do some good damage here, or we can block in... We can block for 5 and deal 5 more damage. And then take probably a lot of damage next turn. And I especially like headbutting the Body Slam because we're gonna draw a lot next turn. Like, we're gonna draw enough to use our energy on block anyway. Just block for 18, deal the damage. Could bash. We're gonna have enough angers to get lethal over 2. Easy. Very good fight. Strawberry's a little bad. A little bit to very bad. Feel No Pain, I don't think is pickable right now. Not good. I mean, it's got potential, because, you know, block. But it's exceptionally useless right now, and I already have a useless card in my deck, and my deck is small. So drawing into a useless card is a big deal. Pommel Strike is potentially okay, too. Pommel Strike opens up Infinite if we see Sundial. Of course. How many real cards do we have? Like 1, 2 exhaust, and then, you know, we're playing Ironclad, so we could always find True Grit and Burning Pact. Oh yeah, it does block for 3. I mean, it's not useless because it's good in Chosen fight. Which is not something to be fully ignored, the Chosen fight. We're pretty bad at the Chosen fight, so... Not crazy. Pommel Strike it helps us in the Chosen fight too, and then is more generally useful. If we see Energy Relic, Pommel Strike is very good to have. I'm not sure. Pommel Strike is surely better than Strike. It's a little bit better than Strike Plus. Probably about as good as Headbutt Plus. About as good as Anger as a card. About as good as Shrug as a card. I mean, Pommel is always has value. You can also just not take it. Draw has more value when you have this small deck, like, I would even say. Like, we just having this Pommel, and I'm gonna upgrade it, I think. I could upgrade Bash. But yeah, I could take this Pommel and immediately upgrade it, and that's pretty good. The Shrug upgrades also aren't bad with the Body Slam, right? I could just not take it and upgrade my Shrugs and have, like, really, really, you know, really, really dense block cards, right? 11 for 1 energy that draws a card is really good. Like, you play these cards, and if you can, like, you know, play these cards a lot, that can be your entire block plan. Just playing Shrug It Off. Plus. Okay, you just remove the rest of the cards and you play Shrug It Off a lot. You can do it. And of course, if you get Sundial, then yeah, of course it can't be. Do you have other upgrade targets? I'm saying the Shrugs are not bad upgrade targets with Body Slam, right? It's normally just a 3-block upgrade, but with Body Slam in your deck, it becomes a 3-block and a 3-damage upgrade, and that makes it a lot better. And with Headbutt, we can line up a Shrug with the Body Slam very often, and with small deck we can line them up very often. I mean, do I want to experiment with small deck Ironclad? This feels like an interesting experiment. Like, just skipping cards. But yeah, having this is basically like a backflip. Like, if I was in this position on Silent, would I take a backflip? Like, these are like, you know, your dagger throws or your quick slashes. Would I take a backflip here? And the answer is yeah, I would. Like, if I'm going for small deck Ironclad, I mean, I don't think small deck Ironclad is necessarily the way to go, because Ironclad can always, like, if you find, like, Second Wind, Dark Embrace stuff, you can just, like, exhaust down to small deck Ironclad, and then have Feel No Pain in your deck, and Dark Embrace in your deck, and have all these other things in your deck at the same time. Well, I mean, I don't think it's the best way to play Ironclad, probably. I don't know if I need to experiment with that. If you have Sundial in your Relic bar, yeah, of course it's the best way to do it. But if you don't... yeah, let's take it. Oh, Mamori. I think I'm still a believer in the shrug upgrade for now. Better in the Guardian fight. Probably better in Avocado. Might actually just try to block in next turn. And if we end up drawing Body Slam, then this is also damage. Also, just more damage than this card. Could play Anger once. Can we ever do... We have to do 28 damage next turn, which is pretty difficult, right? 11, 19... Yeah, it's pretty hard to do. We'll play Anger once. Okay. Very unfortunate. It's really bad. I mean, it's not that bad, right? I'm taking 12, wondering if I need to Essence of Steel. We just have a ton of HP. Like, it's... I don't even think I Essence of Steel here. We have so much HP, and we're going to be great the rest of the fight. I think this is Headbutt, Shrug, Defend. We're gonna be so fine in this fight. Like a freaking joke. Get rid of this garbage out of my deck. What a garbage. Somehow drawing like garbage, still. Defend, bash, body slam? Could be strike, body slam, headbutt, body slam. I mean, this does 18 damage. Does the bash ever do 10 damage next turn? To do 20 damage for the bone to do that much. We have close to it. We'll always have enough damage next turn. I don't want to draw into the Shrug here. I want to keep that Shrug Plus because Shrug Plus is good card. We can do this and we can headbutt the Shrug Plus. So we have a Shrug Plus next turn. Which is incredibly good. When we can do something like this. Bonk. Big bonk. Could be better to headbutt the Shrug It Off plus here. Yeah, Drog, I want to replenish my win rates because I lost them. And we'll just, like, keep track of them. And I think it would be good to, like, set up a spreadsheet or something that I can keep track of every run, like what I take on Yaos and all that. What bosses I see and all that stuff. What I die to. Setting the spire. They're so close to dead, I'm just gonna start bonking. A lot of angers in the deck right now. Yeah. Pretty bad. You have block next turn though. Probably worth headbutting this Shrug for both the 12 damage. Could be worth striking, bring him down to 21, like, or 19, and then we have guaranteed lethal next turn. We don't need to have guaranteed lethal next turn. We'll probably save the 4 HP. -4 goes into 15. I can take 1 to play this headbutt. Feels worth it to me. Or I can, of course, defend anger. We call lethal. No potion use. Very good. Fiend Fire. Want to upgrade this. Get the Fiend Fire. Double tap, Body Slam. Eh. Exhume on nothing. Eh. Labe. Okay. Snecko Eye would have been good if I took the Bludgeon. Snecko Eye would have been decent if I took the Bludgeon. And the Perfected Strike and didn't remove all my cards. Dome is good too. Like, Dome with the Body Slam, my idea at least is blocking in is just what you do to do damage with Body Slam. So having an extra energy improves our output significantly. And it's Dome, so we want to block in anyway to deal the damage. Labe is quite okay. Right, we could go strike, strike, defend. We could go strike minus anger, defend. We could go strike minus anger, rupture. But, I mean, I just think it's energy. Energy means we can play, like, Shrug It Off, Fiend Fire. Block in for 19, and then also play Fiend Fire in the same turn. Like, I just take the Dome. We have draw, draw, draw. Well, I mean, kind of draw, draw, draw. But more energy means more output here. In a meaningful way. It lets us play Bash more. Like, right now, Bash is close to unplayable. Because it just costs too much. Compared to what we want to be doing. Locking in and hitting Body Slam. I like the Dome. I like the Dome. If we labed into, like, bloodletting, then I would be totally fine with the lab, but... Neko? Why would I take Sneko here? I mean, maybe. Not that bad. Fiend Fire. And, like, it being bad with anger is not a huge deal because we don't really want to play anger anyway. But yeah, Fiend Fire Sneko is real good. But I'd rather take the energy. The energy probably does more for us. Max Gaming. Hello, Max. We are playing the Clad. We got a lot of removes in Act 1, as you can see. Slash transforms. Yeah, something does feel a little off in this run as far as our ability to deal damage. 200 max? I mean, it's going to be a long-term thing, and I'm just putting it in the title so that I hold myself to actually do it, because I'm going to end up playing 200 runs eventually, right? Like, it's going to happen. I'm just going to be rotating. That's just what I do. But let's just, like, you know, keep track of it and put it in titles every day and all that. I'm going to be doing it anyway. I want to get 50 of each character. What I want to do. Vacation? Yeah, I'm going to Boston. Actually, like, this morning I'm leaving. Like, I'm staying up, streaming, and then leaving. Gonna be good. See my brother and eat a lot of good food. I like the dome a lot. Like, a lot. Our relics are a little bad. The dome, more energy, plays with puzzle, like... I probably still take a bloodletting because I have Centennial Puzzle in my deck. Like, a bloodletting is like a cheaper offering. Like an offering that, costs 3 HP instead of 6. Really good with the Centennial Puzzle. Well, I guess with the puzzle, then the offering draws 6. Like, it draws extra cards, right? The offering also procs the puzzle. But yeah, I mean, I would click a bloodletting, I think. Especially with, like, draw, and Fiend Fire. And I'm gonna upgrade this as soon as possible. Like the dome. Like, even as the fights move on, like, we will try to go in some block direction. And I think the block direction works best with small deck, or at least ability to exhaust down to a small deck. So, like, something like a Burning Pact or a True Grit Plus I would take all the time. I mean, that's part of why I took Fiend Fire, is that it's strong front load damage that we kind of need, in addition to deck thinning. Which is good. I mean, if we can just thin the deck down to 2 Shrug-It-Offs and Body Slam, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. You know, if we can block for 38 and deal 38 damage every turn, as of now, I'm not complaining that much. Remove strikes are good. We have gold, so more than that. We have Omamori, making question marks slightly more valuable. Stuff like Mausoleum, stuff like Golden Shrine. Golden Shrine and Mausoleum are better. Bleeding Vagrant's even better. We can take Cursed Shame. Forgotten Altar doesn't kill us. Cursed Tome Necronomicon, which we only have Bash for, is a little bit better, but not that much better. And then just like all these events, you know, transform 2 strikes, amazing. Maybe even upgrade all defends over remove is pretty amazing. Apparitions are okay. Maybe. I mean, Math Bandit's always pretty good. Old Beggar, 75 gold for remove, wouldn't say no to that. Library, of course, good. Mausoleum, good. Nest, fine. Ritual Daggers, maybe not that bad, and 50 gold is fine. Vampires is probably the only bad event. Of Act 2, Bonfire Spirits, fine. We could give up Rupture for a full heal. Designer Inspire, of course, is fine. Duplicator, we could duplicate Shrug Plus at worst case. Base Trader is relatively bad. Golden Shrine, good. Knowing Skull, of course, insane amount of gold. Lab, whatever. Match and Keep, whatever. Moth is probably okay. Losing, you know, Strawberry is free. Losing Maw Bank is whatever. And Omamori, I'd probably be willing to give those up. Purify, remove, of course, good. Joust, fine. Wow, Joust is weird. Joust is a shrine that is only available in Act 2. I didn't know it was a shrine. Upgrade Shrine, fine. We meet again. Fine. Ranwood. Ranwood would be fine. Give up this potion for a relic. We all would be totally fine. So, question marks sound very attractive now with this Omamori. Sounds real good. Early shop is also pretty good. So let's look at this path maybe. I think we're pretty bad in not sentries, tri-slivers. Pretty bad in that fight. So I'd probably want to avoid that if possible. Unless we can get strong enough by that point. I don't think we're that bad at it with 4 energy now, and headbutt, but you know, I'm always very scared of that fight. We don't have like a shockwave for it, or an immolate, or a whirlwind or something to help us out there. Fiend Fire to, like, you know, smite one down is not so bad. I almost like want to go this way, but we got to get use out of this shop. Worst case, we can remove a strike, or even a defend minus, or even anger. Anger might be worse than a strike right now. Probably not, though. What's our boss? Automaton. I think we do pretty well against Automaton. I'd like to see Sundial. Just an opinion, but I'd like to see Sundial in this deck. I actually wouldn't. I forgot about Puzzle with the Fiend Fire too. Unfortunately, I can't like headbutt it. I'm supposed to be able to block. Hello? Yeah, oh no, what are they doing? What are they doing? Oh, I'm taking a lot of damage is what they're doing. Because this is Act 2 and I just couldn't manage to draw my actual block cards. I mean, actually, you don't end up knowing, right? Like, it's mugs twice, then 50% chance to lunge. So they're either doing 18 or 0 this turn right now. But I mean, look at my hand, right? Like, doesn't affect this hand. I hope I don't take 13 here, but I might. Cool. We'll fight. Now that's a card I might take, right? It comes, it's so green. It's so green. It's so green and it exhausts in these long fights. It's so green. It says 28 on it. That's the perfected strike I would have if I didn't remove all my strikes. And now I get the benefit of removing all those strikes. It's so green. It's so green. Burning Pact Kunai is actually pretty good. Kunai is actually pretty good. Hand of Greed is decent. No, I just took a Carnage. Combust is funny, yeah. Pennib, yeah, Pennib is decent. Burning Pact is really good. Maybe not worth buying, though. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Havoc could exhaust our deck down. We have a Fiend Fire, so maybe we don't need to take, like, a Burning Pact. We can exhaust down well enough on our own. It might be Kunai. It might be Kunai, and nothing else here. Kunai is a little bit of block scaling. Right, we play, like, Pommel, Headbutt, Body Slam in a turn, and then we get a Dex. Not bad. Dex plays extremely well in this deck. It's expensive for what it is, but... Yeah, Nib, I mean, I don't want to play this Anger very much. So, like, I don't know. I don't know about the Nib Anger. But Nib on a fat Body Slam, Nib on a fat Carnage, like, you set it up and then you get a big bonk. It's pretty good. Definitely really good. Could be Rupture removed, too. Also Potion is fine to purchase here. How do we want to play this act out? I mean, I'm just a Burning Pact. I mean, I just see this card and I think, oh, Ironclad Acro. Yeah, the Dome, or the Frozen Eye is not... Is it terrible? It might be terrible, because the deck's so small anyway. A lot of the times we can just know what we're going to draw into. Like, half the time. And a lot of times you'll, like, have a half shuffle. Like, you'll draw 2 cards, shuffle your deck, and draw the other 3 cards, and not know what they are anyway. You lose a good amount of value of Frozen Eye when your deck is small. Not all of it, of course. You don't lose all the value, but you lose something. The Dome should block the eye. Why? You can't see your intents either? You just do random things with the Dome. See, I'm a Burning Pact enjoyer right here. I am a Burning Pact enjoyer. Yeah, I'm wondering if the Kunai is good at all. Like, we're playing Ironclad. It's like... Can we play 3 attacks in a turn? We can play, like, Pommel Strike, Headbutt, Shrug, Shrug, Body Slam, and get a Kunai off. The Dome is too big of a hat! I like that interpretation. You just wear the Dome on your head. Yeah, maybe we have 5 energy with the Kunai, like... 5 energy Kunai with these shrugs and all that is a good plan to win the run. I don't know. I think Kunai is generally, like, a little bit overrated because it still takes some time to get the Kunai to do stuff, and... Like, it's a scaling block thing. Unless you're, like, Nutso Watcher and you can just get, like, 3 or 4 decks on turn 1. Flurries or something, or I guess Blade Dances. Like, if I was playing Spire with friends and I could be given a Blade Dance, oh, I clicked the Kunai. But I cannot be given. I mean, I would love to be given a Kunai. But it's 283 gold, right? Don't ignore that this costs 283 gold. And I could also remove and Burning Pact or something. Or I could, like, Pen Nib, remove Burning Pact, do all that stuff. Instead of buying just a Kunai that doesn't really help me beat Slavers here. That's really hard. It maybe is okay in, like, Gremlin Leader. It's good in this boss fight that is already pretty fine. Combust is scaling too. Combust is good in the Slavers fight. Maybe I do take Combust. Don't have any good strength stuff other than the Fiend Fire. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure here. Impatience is kind of close to being good. Impatience here. We'd have to remove these attacks, but... bad with the Fiend Fire, of course. We'd have to remove most of our attacks, but... kind of sick. I'd love to make it work. I just think that would be really interesting. Some patience. I want to make this impatience work. Seems super duper cool. If I take impatience, I probably want to remove bash. Our heaviest attack card that we like don't even really want to play. And what impatience does is it lets us do like shrug, body slam, impatience, body slam, shrug, body slam, impatience, body slam. I have to do this. I think it's just very interesting. And burning pact and remove. I think it's too interesting. And one thing is you can play impatience. Like if I have this in hand and I want a Fiend Fire, I can play the impatience, it just won't draw. So that I can keep it around. I think it's way too cool to miss out on. And then we take Burning Pact so we can get rid of some of these attacks that we don't want. I think it's way too cool to say no to. Havoc is not unreasonable with Headbutt. I think it's pretty bad though. Probably just buy this potion. Impatience, if Impatience can be reliably used for draw, it's a broken card, you know. 0 energy, draw 2/3 is insane. It's a staple of when I try to force pressure points on Watcher. You remove all your strikes in Eruption, and you just have Impatience, and it's just a ridiculous draw card. It's just really, really good. Sig move? Yeah. If you're trying to do Sig move things, I guess. Where you remove a lot of other attacks. It's just a 0 energy draw is exceptional. Like, that's what we're realizing about Deep Breath. At least Deep Breath Plus is a great card. 0 energy, draw 2 is pretty insane. I mean, the same reason why Battle Trance is really good, right? This upgraded is a Battle Trance I can reuse. That's pretty good. I think I'll buy a potion for safety. Yeah, Duncan, I would need the Abacus for that to be block positive infinite, right? I think this is just Carnage Headbutt. Or do I even want to headbutt the Carnage? Should have tried to take damage this turn, actually. Good instincts? Yeah, yeah. It's like 16 damage is a little bit difficult to do here. Okay, we got there. Perfect fight. Disarm is a reasonably good card. Reasonably to very good card. Combust is free this time to go with the Rupture, but if you play Combust before you've taken damage, you're going to draw 3 cards that just get instantly discarded at the end of your turn. That sucks. I do not think that's good. I do not think that's our win con in this deck at all. I think we already have something very strong. I think Disarm is great. It doesn't shut off Impatience, and it blocks the heart first cycle. Liquid Memories is probably better than Essence of Steel, like definitely better than Essence of Steel. Question mark. I'll take 50 gold. Virtual Daggers ain't that bad. Bad with Impatience, I guess, but ain't that bad. But I'm gonna take the gold because I'm a gamer. Okay, so now this is a turn where I don't know what they're doing, but I think it's okay. In general, they only come in for the 14 here. 60% chance for this one to attack, and then 35%. So most of the time we're not taking damage here, and if we are, we're taking a little bit. Okay. Let's draw first. Carnage defend or Disarm Strike defend. Maybe even Colorless Potion. This has no, that's interesting. This has no stipulation on, like, cannot do this twice in a row, cannot do this 3 times in a row. So even though it attacked last turn, there's just no knowledge. But this one, otherwise there's a 60% chance to it and a 40% chance of buff. So I mean, most of the time they're just both attacking. So like, Carnage, Memories Carnage, not that horrible. Somehow drew really poorly at not getting our block. Still need more removes, honestly. See, what the Dome does is it makes it difficult to know when you potion. It makes it very difficult to have optimal potion use. Pretty bad. Like, this blocks for 2 or does 6 damage. Defend Transmutation. Just get this stuff out of her deck, I guess. I mean, next turn will be good. We got another Impatience in our deck. Very cool, right? Why did you have to attack? Okay, I guess. I don't know why I did that when we kind of need to block. So, in case this one attacks. I know like they don't attack that often, but they do sometimes. Really? This is not going well at all. How is this going so poorly? Get out of here. Coming in for 17. Going exceptionally poorly, like way more than I thought it could possibly. It's way, 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 way worse than I thought it could ever go. I think this deck is very experimental. I'm happy to be trying this out though, win or lose. I think it's just too slow. No, Fiendfire was awkward because we didn't get it with the puzzle turn. We got this fight. Fine. Body slam, Pog. So they're going to be doing 29 if they're attacking. They did. Cool. Good, because we know they're not attacking this turn. So now we were able to thin out the deck. Dome mod? Because I don't... Feels like cheating. It definitely does. It tells you what the enemy's doing. I think this impatience thing is really, really weird. That I'm trying to do. Like, not really working. Like, much too slow for what I want to do. Like, we're very close to being there. But it takes way too long to get there, right? It takes way too long to get there. Yeah, this is a very experimental does not quite work. Does not quite work the way I want it to. I'm like, oh, we'll just like, you know, Centennial Puzzle and then burning, like, it's just too slow is what it is. We needed like truly all of the attacks out of the deck. Like Anger can't be here. Headbutt, Strike, like these cards can't be in the deck. Or we need to, like, I don't know, missing a trigger? Yeah, yeah, like one of those. Art of War. I'm gonna take. But, like, look at these paths. Like, they all kind of kill me. I guess I can do some kind of memories thing. I don't know. We have a Carnage in the deck. Like, it's still cool. It's still super duper cool, I think. But like relying on this is a little bit too slow. And Arc Fiendfire is not quite getting us there. I don't know. Yeah. It works in theory. Once you exhaust everything down, right? It just takes so long to do that with one Burning Pact. It's just way too slow. Meaning it doesn't even work in theory, but... Okay, can we take these hallway fights? Or is this elite, like, safer? Potions? Nice. I should have disarmed the other one, because I am going to go for this one in this deck. Get out of here. Just potion forehead. It wasn't body slam. And we exhausted the Carnage. That sucks. At least these angers are getting in there. We didn't die. We didn't die. We did not die. We used 2 potions, but it's fine. Oh no. Reminder that you can see this fight right here in Act 1. You absolutely can. And it's not fair. What's the most this hits for? 13, right? Bring that down to 12. I'm gonna get away with it. Okay, so it did the big attack that turn. So it's at most doing 6 this turn, right? Not stab 3 times in a row. Okay, so it could be doing 11. Last stream ever! Last stream ever! I mean, it's a decent time because Jorb's just started his 120 whatever. He's trying to get a PB on most runs in 30 days. So at least, you know, I'll have something during this time slot, roughly. Also, by the way, I mean, I'm gonna just shout out. I see Money Loot is live right now. So, if any of you are not there, should be dual watching or just watching him, because he's sick. I'm gonna just like freaking shout out. And just as a like a thing, he's not super as big on like backseating stuff as I am, so just, you know, don't just type potion ? In the chat and all that. If you're gonna head over there at all. But very, very good player. If any of you like my infinite stuff, I learned it all from Money. Actually. I actually just learned all of my infinite. Everything I learned about the infinite is from Money. Man, this would be lethal if this was upgraded. Maybe I should have taken the one last turn. Maybe I should have taken the one last turn. Maybe we can try to get a Fiendfire Akabeko to kill Nob in this next fight. We don't have top, right? Okay, cool. We only took one there, which is really good. Set up some Botel. Okay. We gotta take this, right? I gotta use the bathroom, though. I'll be right back, gamers. I'll be right back. Knobbers! We get to fight Knobbers again? Let's go. Do we take the knobbers? Yeah, it could be parry-upped, and I mean, even... Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna fight the knobbers. I'm gonna fight the knobbers. So this one's always doing 7 on turn 1. Knobbers. Knobbers. So can we do 7 times 7 is 49? How unfortunate. I mean, I can, of course, Carnage, Fiendfire. Maybe we can do something different to deal the damage, right? We can do Carnage. Carnage, 28 plus... 28 plus 13 plus 6. Otherwise, like, just, you know... I mean, Fiendfire is, like, kind of scary here to get rid of all of our damage cards. So maybe Carnage Fiendfire is just the best thing. I wish I had one more energy, right? Because Carnage, shrug it off. Fiendfire would take 0. And this thing is kind of scary. Or the Fiendfire, if I, like, didn't, you know, take so much damage in some of these fights and I could have upgraded the Fiendfire, that would have been amazing, right? Then I could have done Shrug, Body Slam, Carnage, or... Yeah, I could have done Shrug, Body Slam, Carnage. I mean, the knob is still only doing 8 this turn, 11 if I play Shrug. Burning Pact is not draw advantageous at all. Carnage Fiendfire seems fine. And we can also, like, Anger or Body Slam here. Because if we do the Carnage, we only need to do... 24... 23 damage? Die, knobbers. Now this fight is a little bit tough. The impatience has been great in the Taskmaster wound fights. Okay, this is a garbage turn. I mean, we are just taking our 10 this turn. Disgusting. That's disgusting. That's gross. That's gross, and I hate it. And it's gross, and I hate it. And that's gross, and I hate it. I mean, I don't. It It wins the run. But do I take Evolve? I know, like, that fight's easier than Slavers, right? I used 0 potions and took about the same amount of damage as I did in Slavers. This is definitely a high roll. You know, Ashes with Fiendfire is wonderful already. And then the Sundial on top of it is a bit ridiculous. And we have Burning Pact / Impatience, so we don't actually need... we can do Shrug It Off Impatience as our infinite with Body Slam for our damage. So we actually, like, don't need to upgrade this Pommel Strike. It's probably not worth a bad one. But yeah, the Evolve is pretty good. Because those fights are tough. And, like, we don't go infinite turn 1, and we can just very easily lose to Nemesis. Okay, Disarm is wonderful. Let's Shrug first. Burning Pact next. Disarm. Potentially Weak Potion here. Probably don't Body Slam for our Art of War here. Yeah, Puzzle, Fiendfire, Sundial. I mean, I don't know how I find Sundial every time. It's an uncommon relic. It happens every single time, though. So right now, they're doing 6 times 3. If I weaken, it'll go down to 4 times 3. I mean, I'm gonna weaken. Wait, I probably just had lethal with Fiendfire, right? Fine, but... I probably did just have lethal with Fiendfire. Akabeko. Play this Frank bottle. Beedling Spores. The ink bottle's also quite good. Don't ignore that. What a horrible draw. Should have looked at my draw pile. What a terrible draw. They are enfeebling us this turn. Right? Chomp cannot happen 3 times in a row. That was the first. I absolutely had lethal. Yeah, this is horrible. This is such poor play. They are enfeebling us, right? They are debuffing this turn. Like, what did I do here? Oh. Panagraph's good. We have to survive this fight, though. Chosen? Yeah, Chosen's pretty bad. Let's save Akabeko for, hopefully they swoop. We want to save Akabeko for Fiendfire here. We have Evolve, remember? So a lot of the time they're doing, 6 plus, and then half the time they're doing 6 plus 12, 18. We can do this. Please attack me. It's okay, because we have this, right? We can do this. Okay, so they're doing... Half the time they're doing 21. How am I supposed to block that? I guess this blocks it. Hold on. Is this lethal? 12 plus, and then it'll be 9 cards, right? Oh, we get the sundial proc too. Forgot we were weakened. But 8 times 9, definitely lethal. Yeah, I mean, look at Evolve immediately saving the entire run. Immediately. That's a true grit. We could take an upgrade. Because we have Panagraph plus the fruit juice now. I hope we can get there in this fight. Should be able to, though. You can headbutt the True Grit. I don't think I'm worrying about the Akabeko, but I'm a little worried about the Art of War. It's worth it. So at most they're doing 8 times 2, and unlikely they're doing 8 times 432 total. Pretty confident? Yeah, I think we're in a really good position here. Might want to Carnage this, actually. So if either one of them attacks right now, we'll proc Puzzle, which is really good, and then get a sick Fiendfire next turn. Well, you know, a lot of the times, this one is going to steal our Fiendfire. Yeah. But, I mean, they're going to steal 2 cards. We need the Impatience to go infinite here. Perhaps more than the Fiendfire. We haven't procced Puzzle yet. Let's go for the potential of them attacking for 15. Right, because this is their boost. I just really want to get this going before they Hyper Beam. I mean, we probably can block the Hyper Beam enough to live anyway. Like, does this... I mean, 15 damage. Can we do 15 damage with an energy? No. But can we, with an energy, play Rupture and go infinite, and then do infinite damage for an energy? Maybe. Play an extra exhaust card? Yeah, let's... End turn. These both attack. Next turn is really bad. Okay, good. We got puzzle. That's what we cared about that turn. We can go infinite with just basically Shrug and Burning Pact right now. Gotta get Headbutt out of here, and now we're infinite. Yeah. Yeah. This Sundial saved everything. We want to set up Ink Bottle and Sundial. This is kind of hard to set up. I guess we have enough energy right now to just shrug it off several times. If we play 3 more, we'll go to 8, and then Body Slam. And 3 more will go exactly to 2 on the Sundial, and Body Slam will kill. Perfect. Sick fight. That was awesome. That was very cool. That was very cool. And I'm happy this impatience is getting in there. Like, this is sick. This is sick. Very slow to get going. I'd love like a P-Box or something. Maybe not. Maybe just an empty cage or a... I mean, Labe already we saw, right? So just empty cage like Anger Strike minus would get us so much closer. Double tap on Pommel Strike? No. Okay, these are not great. Cursed Key Omamori is probably fine to click. Black Blood could be the best thing here. Good thing we have Super Elite, so we can free up pathing. Omamori without Cursed Key, we could take Mind Bloom and get 1,000 gold, which is pretty good. Energy is much less of a concern. With the Sundial. But yeah, the Black Blood could just keep us alive in some of these hard fights. Some of these difficult fights, it could just keep us alive, which is valuable. But what I really want is like the Burning Pact upgrade. I want the Burning Pact upgrade. The Pommel Strike upgrade's not bad. Yeah, I mean, Black Blood is okay. It's okay here. I'm just like, does the energy we get from these relics actually matter? A little bit. It does a little bit. You know, 5 energy lets us do like front load things a little bit more in some of the hallway fights. Because our infinite is so slow that in hallway fights we'll just like take 1,000,000 damage. I think I just take the Cursed Key because the hallway fights are a little difficult. Yeah, getting to a good Fiend Fire, absolutely. And it helps us exhaust down, right? It helps us play our Burning Pact. Like the extra energy lets us, you know, block in and play the Burning Pact on the same turn. Yeah, I'm gonna take the key with the Omamori. Will be good in Awakened one. Highest priority are removes, so getting to these 2... Oh, we can't get both of those. Thought we could get both of those. So yeah, I guess we'll go this way. Try to dodge elites as much as possible. We already have Puzzle. The only relic that really does much for us is Bag of Prep. I guess, like, there's some relics that would be good. One thing that's really good is Pantograph. Pantograph saves us a rest, which let us upgrade our True Grit. And upgrades matter. Upgrades on Burning Pact matter. The left path appears to be the most upgrades. Yeah, maybe we want that. It also gets an early shop as well. Getting those draw upgrades are pretty good. Man, that Coliseum event, just like absurd event. It gave us Ashes and Sundial. Like, look at Ashes already. In just a few floors has dealt 164 damage. 12 damage per turn it's dealt. And then Sundial has been an energy relic. But yeah, oh no. Why did you attack? Why did you attack me? Best they can do is 18. We'll be fine. The Ashes will do a lot, and then we'll be able to do like some body slam things to do some damage. I could have actually headbutted there too. +9. Yeah, Nightbot hates it. I don't know, it's just not playing those songs, unfortunately. I want to set up Sundial. And set up the ink bottle now. I mean, I guess I can. I can just go all the way back around. On both of them. Not that hard to do. When we basically can just exhaust the entire deck down. Spiker solution? Too bad we don't have second wind. Second wind would make this pickable. Maybe. Maybe. That's really good. I think. That plus remove, and also Master of Strategy we have to heavily consider. It could be Master of Strategy plus Medkit. Medkit's pretty hype. Because we're a little slow, and if we see Nemesis, then like Medkit is really hype. Really, really good. Medkit makes Power Through pickable. We do have Evolve, so like Power Through is still not unpickable. I could have picked it. I could have picked the Power Through. Would have been decent. Card remove is kind of expensive, but so is Master of Strategy. Master of Strategy and remove are roughly equal value, but remove might actually be better because remove decreases the chances of it decreases the chances of impatience not working early on. And is roughly the same in terms of draw. This is like a +2 and remove is +1 draw. And that +1 draw is every cycle. Helps us get to our infinite a turn faster or a cycle faster. I guess half a cycle with True Grit and Burning Pact as cards in our deck. Medkit remove sounds really good. Lantern, not terrible. Reaper, not terrible. Power Through, not terrible. But spending money on Power Through, weird. I'm going to remove Anger because it's absolutely unplayable. Strikes are close to unplayable, but anger puts another card in our deck. It's unplayable. It's negative draw. We can buy power through if we think we need to be able to block in on early turns a little bit better. Because now we have Medkit. So this card is 6 AoE and 15 block for 1 energy. Makes us slower to get to the infinite, but makes us better at blocking in until we get there. Probably a net positive. Like a really good card. Will we still get 150 gold by the Act 4 shop if we buy it? We'll go down to 10 gold. We'll need to get 140 gold by then. We'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fights. Average 15 gives us 75 gold. So no, unless we get a lot of gold in the chest. Yeah, it depends. Like, if we were super duper close to infinite very, very quickly, then you never take this power through because it slows you down. But we are pretty slow. We're pretty slow. Unless we get a Dark Embrace, we're very slow. If we get a Dark Embrace, then we can, like, pop this Fiend Fire, have Dark Embrace in play, and just go nuts. Dark Embrace. We don't have Dark Embrace, though. Also makes the power through really good, even if we get Dark Embrace. Let's take the power through. Let's take it. Begin to fall. That's good. Do we need Body Slam for our damage? Yes, for Time Eater. Do we need Rupture? No. We don't. I'm willing to give it away. It makes us faster. The fact that it, exhaust. What's Rupture for? I transformed into it in Act 1, and then Shining Light upgraded it, and I've had literally nothing in my deck ever to make use of it. And the only reason I didn't remove it is because it exhausts itself. Ashes is sick. This rock's done so much damage. Pretty nuts. Go freakingly infinite. I want to set up the sundial, and that's the whole reason I want to try to go infinite this turn. Or in the near future. Getting sundial and stuff set up is a huge deal. I'm just going to the... I mean, I said I'll be back around the 10th-ish. Just going on vacation with the family. Just about a week. Just letting everyone know what's going on. Chad and Sundial? You know it. You know it. All I know how to do in this game. I guess I'm not going like true infinite in this fight. Rather set up that. I could have done better there. If I had calipers, I'd probably take this entrench. Seen a lot of perfected strikes this run. A lot of them. Anyone ready to get cursed? Any cursed gamers? Any cursed gamers? That's actually sick that we have Omamori here. You can never get cursed on the first attack. I'm going to Bost. Hope I don't get hit for the big attack here. Could be really bad. Fiendfire Impatience, not really working out too good. Take a lot of damage this turn. No, I'm going... I've done that. I've done that. That's super touristy stuff. Freakingly infinite. Or not. Or we are. Cool. Nice fight. We took very minimal damage there. Very, very minimal damage. Bloodletting is not terrible. We don't have, like, actually that much raw draw. We need, like, these cards upgraded, which is why I went on this path. I might actually take this elite. I'm not really scared. I'm scared of Repto, is what I'm scared of. I'm scared of Repto, but not scared of Giant Head at all, and not scared of Nemesis with Medkit and Evolve. Very nice of you. Very nice of you to give me the one I didn't want. They come in for 18. Let's do this so we can get Sundial, and maybe we can get an Akabeko Fiendfire next turn and go nuts. Because that'll just kill everything with Ashes, as far as AoE goes. We need 9 cards in order for Ashes to do its thing. Well, I guess not. 22, that'll be 8 cards that need to be Ashed. We could pommel this one and then do Fiendfire. And I mean, I still need to block. I still would like to block. Because this thing could be doing 32 damage. mean, shuffling the deck would be good too. Four brings us down to 15, which means we only need to do... I mean, actually just like straight up playing the heavy blade on here is better. Then we only need 4 cards. No, I don't... 7. Oh, I forgot that the Fiendfire itself also exhausts. I forgot about that. That's kind of funny. Bonk. We're good. Happy Flower is super solid. Super solid relic. Not unhappy to see it there. And I'm fine using those potions. Those were mediocre potions. Burning Pact and Impatience upgrades are pretty huge. Impatience upgrade gets us more energy when we're doing the infinite. Because it'll proc the double sundial, but we don't really need it because this costs 0. We don't really need it. We're already energy positive in the infinite. Fiendfire? No, I don't need it. I don't need it. Fiendfire exists to exhaust cards right now. I just need draw. Cycling the deck faster is how we get the infinite faster. Too late. Too late for our Fiendfire upgrade. This fight could be really tough. Didn't get power through that turn. This is a lot of damage we're taking. A lot. We didn't draw into Fiendfire. I was gonna Impatience there. Stupid bottle. But yeah, this Burning Pact upgrade, I'm already just like feeling it. It's like huge, huge, huge. I'm fine just playing it out like this. another Pogger Through. The Power Through has just turned this into small deck Body Slam and not actually infinite. Like, Power Through is such a good card. Power Through is so good. I think it might be my next upgrade. Especially with the med kit. Power Through. I mean, I have Evolve, so the Power Through is not bad on its own, but like that card is nuts. 15 block for 1 energy. 3 AoE, 6 AoE. It's really good. It's just really good. Good enough, I might take another one. I don't think I do, though. Have to open this. Shuriken, whatever. 69 gold in there means we can get a remove in Act 4, which is really, really good. I think I'll probably Ruby Key here. But I can see a Power Through upgrade or a Pommel Strike upgrade here. Or an Impatience upgrade here. Yeah, and Time Meter we have no issue in. We do a lot of damage per cycle. With Impatience Plus and Power Through Plus, we can even like play Power Through in the cycle. As block. But I think the Shrug Plus is plenty, and then playing Body Slam, you know, several times a turn. It's definitely plenty. And also a Disarm. To like put us an entire cycle of 12 cards ahead. I guess 11 cards, because this costs a card to play. Okay for now. Don't want to think. Here's where the Maw hits us for 5. Or potentially 30. If it's 30, I'm actually not unhappy. Because of the puzzle. Man, puzzle is so good. Puzzle is so good. I mean, this was my idea without the sundial. Like, I was going to try to do this without the sundial. And then I got the sundial. Bonk. Nope. Madness are funny. It can make us more infinite. Very cool. Oh, what a garbage event. What a garbage. Impatience upgrade's great. Pommel Strike upgrade is solid too. Power Through upgrade also solid. Draw? Draw good. It's been a while, Pommel Strike. Ooh. Another one. We did not see Master of Strategy. Finesse would have been okay. Finesse Flash of Steel would have been okay. They would have been okay, yeah. Another Impatience is not really good. A lot of the times it's not, like, playable early on. It's mostly for the end of the fight, which is why I'm not really upgrading it. I upgraded our more front-loaded draw, guaranteed, in these two. I think I probably skipped these all. Shackles is the only maybe consideration. We have a disarm. We have a disarm already. Let's skip. These aren't good. Unfortunate, but upgrade power through for, like, I don't know. It's not even good for time eater because we have to play the 2 wounds to exhaust them. It'd just be the other shrug. Just get these front-loaded block. I wish I had Dark Embrace, really. Like, that's the most unfortunate thing here. Get some things exhausted. Okay, this... Okay, so this turn they're potentially doing 8 times 4. The bad turn. Don't want to play Evolve in this fight. It's not that bad, right? They'll do 24 plus 6. We'll do 30 damage. Taking 3 here is probably good for the puzzle anyway. Perfect, 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 perfect. Alright, we want to shrug. Shrug. I mean, you don't even, like, need the Fiend Fire to be played here. But we can. Just not. Let's just, like, go freakingly infinite right now. Body slams there. Any ethicists? No, there are not. I mean, you can see this deck would be fine, right? Like, without going infinite. Would we have gotten through without Sundial? Maybe. I think it's possible. You know, once you exhaust down, I'm still blocking for a lot. Like, right? I'm still blocking for quite a bit. Thank you, Power Stance. I'll be back, gamers. It's not an issue. I'll be back, gamers. We only have 6 cards here. Yeah, can't break. And Happy Flower on 2 is good. I really like this Impatience, though. It's just so cool. Scaling infinite. We do 11 damage each time. 11 damage more each time. Try to set up these bottles a little bit better. This is technically energy negative, but it doesn't matter. Bottle. Probably more important than Sundial. Not even Time Meter. Lull. What losers? I could just get rid of Body Slam here. I could just Fiend Fire, because I mean we can infinite with Shrug Pommel. This isn't Time Eater we're talking about. That's probably better than Double Defend. Is it? The Dazes don't even suck, really, with Evolve and Medkit, so they really are just neutral. They're just 3 AoE for me. We can get Evolve in play by the time we shuffle our deck. I think we just minimize HP loss. Keep the Art of War too. We're going to be drawing a lot of cards, so the Art of War is just not valuable. What matter do I do there? I'm going to save the Art of War here for sure. We'll take a little bit of damage here, like 9. We're doing 30, right? We'll look at that number. We could headbutt True Grit here. We just want to exhaust some stuff. We need the Pommel Strike to go infinite. No, we don't. The Body Slam is still in our deck. We can just power through Fiend Fire here. None of these cards are good. Did a lot of damage. There. There we go. Yeah, that Fiend Fire, you can see the ashes go boom, 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 and then the Fiend Fire goes. It's nice. It's nice. Exactly what happens. Literally exactly what happens. Yeah, imagine if we had Feel No Pain and it would go. There's just a lot of sounds. A lot of sounds to be created when you play a Fiend Fire. There's a lot of potential in that card. We could even upgrade Evolve here, weirdly enough. Like for extra draw. Card remove, Purity. None of these potions are that good. I'm gonna be right back, but most likely remove, maybe Purity. interesting shop. Yeah, it has a little something in it. A little something in it that I like. That I tend to like. A little thing called removal. I guess we could like purity blood potion or something weird like that too. Do we need purity? No, not at all. But is it as good as a remove? I don't think so, right? We have medkit to get rid of the statuses pretty easily. Medkit plus evolve. And like no. Freakingly remove the freakingly strike. Or even headbutt. Like, right, who cares? Freakingly remove the freakingly strike, come on. Evolve turn 1, wonderful. Power through to block, wonderful. Get rid of that. Now that we have Evolve in play, we don't have to like worry about setting up our turn 2. We full blocked even if they both attack. And now we just need to block for like 40-ish. We probably want to headbutt power through, or maybe just go infinite, headbutt the Burning Pact. In case we want to play the I mean, we can just get back around. Or not. Okay. It's unfortunate. We're taking 5. We have Panagraph. Taking 5 is probably optimal with the puzzle. Panto? I mean, yeah, we also have Burning Blood. Let's just freakingly block. And then we'll get them this turn. I guess the Happy Flower is okay on that number 2. I kind of hate that this shows a red number there when it's just like -1 strength. Like, who cares about that? I mean, let's set up the flower. Like, come on, we can do that so easily. Like, there's no reason not to, and we're gonna probably proc our puzzle on turn 1. It's weaker by 1. True. Use bag of prep, you think? A bag of prep? Only the best relic we could possibly see? I don't know, maybe gambling tip's better. Feel no pain? I don't know. Is feel no pain worthwhile? I don't think I take feel no pain. It just slows us down on the first cycle. Maybe it helps us block the first bit. We have disarm. No, I don't take feel no pain. Yeah, sounds like a card in the deck I have to spend 1 energy on. It's not. We have gambling tick with a 6-card deck. Byron, you can get an extra the Abacus proc with it, right? Yeah, I don't take Feel No Pain. Like, Feel No Pain in a normal deck is exceptionally good here. Exceptionally good here. But this sounds like another card in my deck, and that's cringe. Potentially bad turn 1. Do we want to try to get Evolve in play? We want to try to get Disarm in play. There's Evolve. That's the most important thing we could have done. We still have Puzzle also. But Evolve is the most important thing. Eruption only infinite? That's good. Eruption is fine. Yeah, like, Feel No Pain would have been decent, right? Disarm is literally the bottom card in the deck? Okay. This'll shuffle. Just Body Slam Fiendfire sounds really good. Get rid of this trash. And I don't care, like, if it's the big hit, I take, you know, 67, I take 60. And if it's the multi, I take 0. And I'm fine taking that much damage because I'm infinite now and nothing else matters. We just win? Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. This one is probably faster at gaining block. Than the Body Slam thing. Oh wait, this is the multi-hit. We don't actually have to block. Oops. Forgot about that. We can actually power through infinite. Power through medkit infinite. For damage. Like, I can remove this Body Slam. And then we can do Impatience. Impatience Shrug. Power through. The Impatience would have to be upgraded to do that. Well, it wouldn't actually have to, because we can gain energy by doing just Shrug Impatience and then play the power through. But that would slow things down a lot, and I'm not going to do that. Yeah, this is the multi-hit. And therefore we don't need to block here. There's only 6 cards in the deck. We can't brick. We win. We win! One of my more interesting infinite decks. We were like struggling until we found the sundial a little bit. At least struggling a little bit, you could say. Maybe I shouldn't have gotten rid of... Well, no, I can't do this body slam thing. I should have just done the pommel strike. Did I aim for infinite? No, I aimed for small deck, exhaust down, body slam things. Which we still can do. Like, we could just play power through, body slam, impatience. Right? You play power through, body slam, and then you redraw with impatience, and you don't go infinite, right? And you play power through, like, 5 times a turn, and that blocks, does it not? Well, it was originally shrug, and not power through, but the sundial did a lot, to say the least. The sundial is mega ultra hyper winning. Another infinite. Yeah, I mean, of course. This is an off turn. They can't be attacking us. We don't have to set up anything, really. Now the most they're coming in for is 60? Yeah, 4 times 15. We need to block for 60 here. Last stream for a bit. For a bit. It says for a bit. Not forever, gamers. Calm down. Calm down, gamers. Calm down, gamers. 2.5 hours for a freaking infinite run? Wasn't trivial. Was not trivial. Need a break? No, I'm on vacation. Did not even receive an upgrade. It's because it didn't need it. I wanted my front load draw a little bit more than I wanted impatience, because impatience did the job it needed to do at the end of the fight no matter what. I mean, if it was upgraded, we could have done some cooler stuff. Like, we could have done power through shrug impatience thing, which would have been really cool. Did your first Spire with Friends run? It's kind of pog. It's like kind of pog. It's really, really cool. It's definitely a good thing. We took the max HP instead of using Omamori. Yes, I did. Not sure if it was right. I think there were more events. Yeah, it's like, you gotta make sure that people don't rush Inspire with Friends. The couriers are very important to wait around for. Unless you're just like, you know, playing the goof off and stuff, which is fine too. But if you're trying to really win, like, it's important to just like one little pathing decision. I mean, if your run is busted, you win anyway. But if your run is on a borderline, you gotta take every advantage you can get.